Today I'm going to be breaking down my recently viral Hakari video and everything that went into it. Everything from music choice to choreography to gauging my audience. In a way, it's kind of like breaking down how to make a viral video. The initial plan was that I was not going to cosplay him until he was completely revamped. I had new shoes, I had new hair, in general I had a new outfit, and I was ready to make new content until I heard $1 Million Baby. And that song, I'm not gonna lie, that song immediately got stuck in my head. On top of that, I kept hearing it over and over on TikTok. And so I started to think there has to be some way I can incorporate one of my cosplays to match the energy of this song. And honestly, Hakari was the only one that I felt really fit that mood. And I feel like a broken record saying this, but I'll say it again. Hakari is a Japanese man inspired by delinquent culture, which is inspired in part by Black people and Black stereotypes. So despite being Japanese, Hakari definitely gives energy of Blackness or Western or a minority that is not from Asia. And we can see this through the prevalence of Brazilian funk, Hakari being associated with Mexican memes and culture, Hakari being associated with things like Tyler the Creator, hip-hop, and rap. So $1 Million Baby, which I think is like more of a funk or R&B kind of old school song, fits him very well too. And the plan was to make a whole concept video, like a music video where he's dancing and doing all these moves, and it's like a whole thing. And that's why I decided to get back into cosplay early with the purple hair and without his new shoes to kind of show the progress that I've made with the cosplay so far. However, I decided that since I'm going to go through the entire effort of getting into cosplay, I might as well take the entire day to film content for him. So on that same day, I probably had like 7 or 8 other videos planned and like 2 other photo shoots. I ended up staying up until 6 or 7 a.m. filming content. I started at probably like 7 p.m. Yeah, it gets intense sometimes. And as I was getting ready to film, I really wanted to have like a small little TikTok or something to just get it out there. Like, hey, Hakari's coming back. Hey, the outfit is here. Hey, $1 Million Baby. And the goal was to create something that was easy for me to film, easy for me to edit, and something that's easily consumable and shareable for the internet. And that's partly why I filmed to my phone in the TikTok app, which I almost never do. It makes it feel more organic and relatable. So at first I started dancing, I started doing all these moves. I think I even hit like the whoa and did like the that move. It looked decent, but since I'm not a dancer, it was actually really bad when I tried to piece everything together. And I spent probably like 1.5 hours to 2 hours just trying to do the dang dance, and I couldn't. Improvising is not my strong point. My strong point is planning. At this point, I was super tired from dancing 2 hours straight, realized I still had another like 5+ hours of filming left. So I canceled the concept video that I had that night, which was going to take me a few hours to do. And then I stopped trying to dance altogether and thought, what if I just tried to make a more natural video using elements of dance and rhythm? Yes, I really do think that hard about my content. So immediately walking back with my hands in my pocket is a reference to the official art that was released of Hakari. And then me sinking back into that half squat or slouch was just characterization of Hakari. He's almost always having some sort of bend in his knees. And it was kind of funny because a lot of people didn't realize that I was cosplaying, and then people thought I was just trying to slouch to be cool or create a thirst trap or be hot. They didn't even realize like that's not even my actual personality. I don't stand like that in real life. Unless I'm doing taekwondo, then yes, I'm always kind of in a half squat. But that was a way for me to also incorporate musicality, doing that on the beat, doing a little bounce to kind of give it some ornaments, make it feel a bit more animated. My original concept where I was dancing, I was doing Can't Do No Wrong because it just felt a bit more sneaky, and I could make it on beat and add some more musicality. But I realized that when my hands were in my pocket, that was too much motion. It was too much effort. And the goal of this was to make it look effortless. Because Hakari, he definitely has a wide range of emotions or mental states. He has this kind of chill, I have it under control vibe. He has the all-out, hot-tempered fever vibe. He has the persuasive vibe. He has the almost childlike, innocent vibe. And this time I was going for chill. So I decided to keep my hands in my pocket and just kind of leave it to my head. This next part was actually a direct reference to the content creator Rashawn. I believe that's how you say his name. He popped up on my For You page and he was doing this challenge where he dances to the keywords that his friends give him. And he was also dancing to $1 Million Baby. And one of them gave him the challenge of dancing to cleaning. So then I thought, why don't I add to my video the idea of cleaning to the beat, which not only represents the music, but also is something that I feel Hakari would do and would fit his character. And after that, I was trying to think of a way to transition into the Hakari dance, but then I thought it would be a great way to kind of just take my hand and on beat, bring it up here, and go back to that original idea of right or wrong. That way I still keep that concept in the video. And then from here, I have a smooth and seamless way to bring my hands up to go in the Hakari dance. And as a reminder, the Hakari dance never happened in the manga. There is no motion that shows that he's dancing or using his hips. It's just a motion kind of showing that he's getting excited, pumped up, he's swinging his arms. But as a content creator, specifically a cosplayer, who loves to analyze manga and anime and try and bring things to life and try to stay as canon to the characters as possible, but who also enjoys memes and who also enjoys self-expression, the challenge is trying to balance all 3 of those things. So while I don't believe the Hakari dance to be a canon event in the manga, I do realize the cultural impact, how it's associated with a character, and how it can also just boost your content being seen. So yeah, I threw it in there, but I also changed it up to match the mood of the video and the song. So I guess it's like a Hakari dance reprise. Is that how you use the word reprise? So then to finish it off, we go back to that similar motion for some repetition, right? To create a pattern, to make it familiar, but this time we're making it range. It also helps me transition into his domain expansion. So yes, just about every single motion in that video was planned in the reference to the character and trying to represent that character. Of course, as I'm planning this video, I'm also thinking about this song is super viral. This character is very popular and still trending. I know that people really like my cosplay. I know that people will have controversy about my skin tone. I know that people have controversy about my hair. People have controversy about my shoes. Whether or not I want these things to happen, I'm just aware that they might feed into it and help with the views, both good and bad. Filming natively in TikTok and just creating something simple and relatable will also help with the reach. So this probably did way better than me trying to do a whole concept video anyway, despite me liking to do concept videos and still will do concept videos because I'm an artist and I create because I love creating. But oh my gosh, a lot of you need to stop criticizing until you actually read the manga or understand what you're talking about. I keep saying this, but I can't say it enough. But number one, I know that he's blonde. I plan on going blonde. I've been planning it since October. And number two, so many people were disappointed by the shoes that I wore, but I think a lot of you either don't read the manga or don't remember the manga. He definitely wears boots when we first meet him. The shoes don't happen until JJK 237. The Jordans don't happen until 237. So I'm well aware of what he looks like and when he looks like something. If you're new here, then maybe you don't know, but when I create my content, I don't go off of vibes. I go off of facts, and then I interpret and add the things in between. Anytime I cosplay Hakari, I open up the manga. Anytime I cosplay Nanami, I open up the manga, I look up the anime scenes. I directly look at the content and study it, and then interpret it. I never just go by memory and hope that it works out. The more you know.